Go ahead, brother. The floor is yours. Well, first of all, what this particular presentation is about, it's about how this environment, as we speak, is changing. Not only is it changing, but it's changing it's becoming less habitable for the European and more habitable for the original man, and we're going to go all into that. And before we go into that, we're going to go into the science of Asiatic. This is a word that has been misused. A lot of brothers call themselves the Asiatic black man. A lot of people don't really understand this term, and they have a problem when our great ancestors, such as the Messenger, such as Allah the Father, such even Noble Drew Ali, who taught that we were Asiatic. So you have brothers coming with whether or not we Asiatic, whether or not we African. When we go into the science of this word, we now going to have a deep understanding of what the term Asiatic means and how it transcends all other titles, names, labels, and all of that. So you stand those letters up, and you have a body. You have the arm, leg, arm, and supreme head. Now Yahweh means God. You stand those words up, and you see that the original man is God. This is the secret that they've always strove to hide from us. This is why they have the sword on the upper part of their head. So when you look at these Masons and these people in these secret societies and submersive groups, such as the Masons or the Rosicrucians or the Illuminati or the Order of the Quest or whatever these names are, whether they're spooky or real, we understand that these Europeans are studying us in secret. And
now we're going to comment. This is Elder Black Light. Greetings to all my beautiful brothers and sisters. We soul schooling. Plus, I'm your motivator, the kind of flavor that will save you, and the kind of knowledge you won't get in college. I'm just going to elaborate on what Born Mastermind Allah was saying. This is what most of Muslims that studied in the Nation of Islam, most of the Moors, most of the Kemetic people, Hebrew Israelites, this is what they don't understand. Who taught these Caucasians? Was it the Moors? Yes, also Moses. Moses taught them, but the Moors taught them. That's why they're wearing the fez with the tassels. And this is why the Moors don't want to diss or hate on the Europeans. They want to be a part of the European they want to be a part of the Europeans because of the fact that they taught them. But it's in their nature to hate on the black man. You notice Born Mastermind said this environment is getting less inhabitable for the European because of his complexion. That sun, those rays. He can't stand the sunburn. But to us, that radiation is our life. And another thing I want to comment on is that he said the Messenger plus Noble Drew Ali. Now he gave praise to Noble Drew Ali because he knew about the term Asiatic. But you got these other brothers, the Kemetic brothers and sisters, the Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters, and even the Moors. They want to break up into sects. They don't want to unite. Because they're jealous of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was most successful. Instead of being happy because we are the same people. That's because they don't know about Allah is the I am. The I am is the only God that we know, and that's speaking of the Asiatic black man.
I have our great ancestor brother up here, Dr. Ben, and we love Dr. Ben, and he dropped some extraordinary, powerful knowledge and information to us as a people. So I would never disrespect this man or this man's lineage or his legacy. He brought us some great works. However, we must keep in mind the reason that most of our brothers and sisters in the Pan-African movement or the RBG movement has an anti-Islamic stance. And I'm not talking about this pale European, bastardized, mutated version of Islam. I'm talking about the real science of Islam that we used as a practice and built systems that have defeated Europeans for over 1,000 years, and it was brought back in our most recent history by the most honorable Elijah Muhammad Noble Drew Ali, and of course Allah the Father. Now, as you see, our great brother, he can teach us but so much. Because as you see, he was initiated in the secret orders of the Europeans. He was educated by them, and you see the sword on the upper part of his hat, the sword on the upper part of his flag, which means he cannot reveal the truth of the black man being God. Now, I came to the debate years ago with, it was Brother Wesley Muhammad.
And
Natural Tahuti. And he put the Honorable Elijah Muhammad on the board, and he was comparing him to the Masons and showing a connection with him and Masonry. But here's one thing he didn't mention in that lecture, was that he does not have a sword on the upper part of his flag. And this is why he revealed the truth that the black man is God.
Now, Noble Drew Ali didn't have the degree of knowledge that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad had, given to him by Master Farad Muhammad. Now, Master Farad Muhammad flew under the radar of the devil and the gatekeepers and the boule. Went to the black bottom, to the people that was down and out, to the ghetto in Detroit. Taught up and down Hastings Street. You know, Hastings Street was the roughest part of Detroit, and that's where all the brothers and the sisters hung out at. This brother just ain't got the knowledge. And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad had knowledge going back at least 66 trillion years. And what he did was teach the basic. The black man is God. That's the only God you're going to see. When you look into the mirror, or when you see another black brother or sister walking down the street, you're looking at God and you're looking at yourself. See, because God is one. God is the all in all. And the great I am is you. That's why they say Allah came in a person. But why they call him Master Farad? Because the word God means the possessor of power and force. But when you master that power and force, you become a master. Just like in Kung Fu. When you start mastering different levels of Kung Fu, you know, you get a degree, a black belt, red belt, and then you start getting different degrees in that. And that's what it was about. But see, y'all want to spook it up. And then he was taught by the Europeans. You know, at one time, we taught them. We taught the Europeans. The Moors taught the Europeans. But the Europeans is teaching us and miseducating us. Miseducation. And the books that they won't let you see in the Library of Congress and over in the Vatican, it's all about us. I showed you in one of my videos where they was bowing down to the shrine of the Black Madonna, the Pope was. So, it's going to be the resurrection, Easter coming up. They've been crucifying us. But, it's good because the reason why the Caucasian having left his post, it's because we had to be re-educated. We've been fighting so hard against it, that's why he's still here. The European is still on the planet. But nature gonna take care of that when that Syria's sun burns his butt. This is Black Light. This is to be continued. See, before I go, he got the American flag to tell you where his heart is at, on his right side. You see this ruler? I'm using this ruler, it's got 12 inches. That's the 12 elders, the 12 scientists, the 12 major scientists. Check it.